Christ. First priest. State your registry. State your registry.
Awasitazia Banzabala Wambanda Trala.
Awasitazia Banzabala Wambanda Trala.
Yahabashimi Ashabrakatam.
Yahabashimi Ashabrakatam. One. Oh, snap. Take the scroll. Don't put it down yet. Just hold it out.
Lias Trala.
Lias Trala. Oh, Charlie got great. Take it away, everyone.
Amadia, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. Wapanya Hakudam, which means to face the east. We'll start with the Lord's Prayer in the ancient Hebrew. Abinah.
Now,
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Kudah.
Kudah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemkah.
Shemkah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakakah.
Malakakah.
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Ratazayakah.
Ratazayakah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Talanao.
Talanao.
Lacham.
Lacham.
Cow. Yawam.
Yawam.
Asalaknao.
Asalaknao.
Kawaknao.
Kawaknao.
Kasalaknao.
Kasalaknao.
Kawaknao.
Kawaknao.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Abiya'ah.
Abiya'ah.
Let us say one.
Let us say one.
Above.
Above.
How is shy now?
Aisha.
Mayah.
Hayah.
Right.
Right.
Hayah. Lakam.
Lakam.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
I will love you.
I love you. Come on. Now we're going to do the words for the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth as it is in heaven. As it is in heaven. Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
We forgive our debtors.
Lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power. And the glory.
And the glory. So be it. Now we got the power prayer. Yahweh. Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Baruch Shah.
Baruch Shah.
Talanao.
Talanao.
Ka. Lar.
Lar.
Kamakulak.
Kamakulak.
Wakal Madawak.
Wakal
Ka.
Wakal.
Lots of heart.
That's hard.
Amatazarayim.
Right.
Ka.
Ka.
Lahakliya.
The Hakwi.
Amakim.
Amakim.
Ka.
Ka.
Al-Ruchawa.
Kawa.
Atama Allah.
Atama.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Bahashan.
Bahashan.
And Hawashah.
Hawashah.
Why?
Why?
Come on.
Are you going to do the word prayer in English? The power prayer in English? Lord, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh,
please give us the power.
please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness
And all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
So be it.
Thank you, so be it. All right, now we got the blessed prayer. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayach Allah?
Why Yahweh?
Why Allah Hayah?
Why
Matazab Yahweh.
Matazab Yahweh.
Allah Wak Yahana.
Yahweh.
Allah Wakir.
Allah Wakir.
Nasubanya.
Nasubanya.
Akwataza Yanyo.
What is the young?
Kakaya Yalia.
Waha.
Waha Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Aman.
How do we going to do bless you for the English? Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahushua.
and Yahushua,
Mike.
and Michael,
And the angel. Commanding General Yahweh.
Commanding General Yahweh,
The general.
the general,
The captain.
the captain,
The officer.
the officers,
The trooper.
the trooper,
And the sister.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. All right, now we got Psalm chapter 121. Asha,
Aisha.
Yanya,
Ayah.
Aharya,
Ahari.
Ma'ayan,
Ayah.
Yaba'a,
Yabah.
Isaria,
Isaac.
Isaria,
Isaac.
Ma'an,
Ma'an.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Shemael,
Shamayah.
Ma'aratazah,
Ma'aratasa.
Al-Yathan,
Ayatan.
Lamawat,
Lamawat.
Regalka,
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam.
Shemarka,
Shamarka.
Anah,
Tanah.
La'ah,
La'ah.
Yanawam,
Yanawam.
Bala'ah,
Bala'ah.
Yakashan,
Yahisham.
Shawamar,
Shalomar.
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Shemarka,
Shamarka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Tazalka,
Tazalka.
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka,
Yaminah.
Yawamam,
Yahweh.
Hashmash,
Hashemah.
La'ah,
La'ah.
Yakaka,
Yashikah.
Wayarak,
Wayarah.
Balayala,
Balayah.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka.
Kalran,
Kalrah.
Yashamar,
Yashemah.
Aknapashka,
Abdulbashka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamar,
Yashemah.
Taza'aka,
Taza'aka.
Wabawa'aka,
Wabawa'aka.
Mayata,
Mayata.
Wa'ali,
Wa'ai.
I will love.
I will love. I'm going to do the Psalm 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yahshua
Yahweh
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore. All right, now we're going to do Psalm chapter 83. Allahayim,
Allahai.
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Farash,
Al-Harash.
Al-Fashikwat,
Al-Hashwat.
Al-Kayahana,
Al-Yahana.
Awayabiyaka,
Al-Yabika.
Yahama Yawan,
Yahamah Yawan.
Ra'ash,
Rahash.
Al-Hamaka,
Al-Hamaka.
Ya'ara Yoma,
Yahama.
Sawadah,
Sawadah.
Wayatah,
Wayatah.
Ya'ayatazawah,
Yahayatazawah.
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Al-Tazawanyika.
Amarawa,
Maro.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakaki Dam,
Winakaki Dam.
Magalia,
Gawi.
Wala'ah,
Walaha.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'al,
Sham Yashal.
I would die,
Awudah.
Haya,
Kaya.
Nawa'ayatazawah,
Nawayatazawah.
Laba,
Ba.
Yakadwa,
Yisarwa.
Al-Yaka,
Aliyaka.
Arya,
Barya.
Yakarathwa,
Yakaratwa.
Ahalia,
Akawi.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Wayashamayala,
Wayashmayala.
Yamawa'aba,
Yahawah.
Wahagar,
Wahadar.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wa'aiwan,
Aywan.
Wa'aimalak,
Aymalak.
Halashah,
Halashah.
I'm Yeshabia,
Ayishab.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gamashawar,
Namashawar.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Imam,
Imam.
Haywa,
Aywa.
Zarawat,
Zarawat.
Bani Lawat,
Zabanilawat.
Salah,
Salat.
Taisha Laham,
Aisha Laham.
Kamadia,
Kamadi.
Kasaya Saraha,
Kasaya Saraha.
Hayabia,
Kayabia.
Barakal,
Manakal.
Koyashwan,
Wayashwa.
Nashimarwa,
Nashimarwa.
Ba'ayan,
Bayan.
the Aura,
Kahar.
Hayawa,
Aywa.
the Man,
Man.
the Adama,
Adama.
Shayatamwa,
Sayatama.
the Daria Bawa,
The Dayan Dua.
Kaira,
Kaira.
Wakaza Abba,
Wakazahab.
Wakaza Bat,
Wakazabat.
Wakata Zamana,
Wakazahomina.
Kapla Sayakamwa,
Sayakama.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amarawa,
Amarawa.
Nayusha,
Ayosha.
Lanawa,
What?
Awa,
What?
Alahai,
Alahai.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa,
Sayatamwa.
Kagaldila,
Gawala.
Kakwash.
Wash.
La Panyara Ha.
Yah.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Daba Ira. Ya Ira. Wa Kalahabat.
Wakalahabat.
Dalahat.
Alahat.
Harayam.
Arayam.
Handaradakma.
Kantaradat.
Masa Iraka.
Wasa Africa.
Wabasa Wapaka.
Wabasat. Wabasat.
Daba Halam.
Haram.
Mala'a.
Malaha.
Panyaham.
Kanyaham.
Qualawan.
Walawan.
Wayabakwash.
Wayabakwash.
Shimka.
Shemka.
Yahawa.
Yahal.
Yabashwa.
Yabash.
Wayabahalwa.
Wayabahal.
Aya Aya.
Ayah.
Wayapaparwa.
Wayakapar.
Wayabadwa.
Wayakapar.
Wayadahawa.
Wayakapar.
Kayakta.
Wayakapar.
Shimka.
Shemka.
Yahawa.
Yahal.
Labanka.
Labaka.
Aliyawan.
Aliwan.
Alkaha.
Alkaha.
Aratiza.
Ratasa. Psalm 83. In the English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
Thee. The Democratic Council
Against thy people.
against thy people
And consulted.
and consulted
Against thy enemies.
against thy enemies.
They have said, come.
They have said, come,
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
At the name of Israel.
At the name of Israel,
They be no more in remembrance.
there be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
But they have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They have confessed against thee.
They have confessed against thee.
The tabernacle of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom,
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Israelites,
Of Moab.
of Moab, and the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal,
And
and Ammon, and Amalek,
the Philistines.
the Philistines,
The inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
The Shur has also joined with
The
them.
children also joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them.
do unto them,
As unto the Midianites.
and unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
As to Brick Kassan.
and the brook of Kassan,
Which perished in Endor.
which perished in Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became the dung for the earth.
Make their noble.
Make them noble,
Like Orem.
like Orem,
Like Seed.
and like Seed.
Yes.
Yet
All their princes as the Ba.
all their princes as of Sabbath,
And Samuna.
and as Talmud,
Who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let's take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Make them like they will.
make them like they will,
As stubble before the wind.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the fire burns the wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy
To
tempest,
make them afraid.
make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Bring their face with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
They may see thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That they may know.
that they may know that thou,
Whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
Art the most high.
the Most High,
Over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry, turn the page. Blow the chauffeur one more time. Go. So let's go. Okay. All right, we're gonna shop you, which means to sit. Yeah, we need to be right. Bigger table, right? Yeah. I talk option. Unless like y'all want to scoot over. Okay. You can't scoot over no more. Am I in the frame? All right. Hey, shalom, Yahweh, Shimmy, Yahweh, Shabbat, Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh, Shimmy, Thumb, by Shimmy, Yahweh, to all the sisters. With the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Right, and today is ISUPK San Antonio Sabbath service. Right, and they're good. Scoot over where? Yeah, because I mean, I love my brother Tazayar, but I don't want to be too close to him. You know, I want to be close to him. You know what I mean? That's my brother, but I don't want to be too close to him. Good. But if we scoot out apart, we're not all going to be on the table. It goes the same. So we need a bigger table so we can, you know what I mean, thug it out. But today is IHBK San Antonio Sabbath service, and it's good to see everybody here. You know, what I mean, we had a good time last night at the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets.
Right.
Oh, it was excellent right there, boy. We had a good time. Food was good. All my brothers and sisters showed up. The kids had a good time. I don't know what y'all know. My daughter went right to sleep when she got home. By the time I made it there, boy, she was out of there.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what we love, man, for our kids to play together and learn each other and grow up together. You know what I mean? Right. I wish I could grow up with my brothers I have now. You know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? But hey, but the Lord put us here together for a reason. You know what I mean? I'd love to be here. Where were you all last week? I y'all want?
With Genesis chapter 36, we're going to be starting at verse 22.
Genesis 36 and 22.
Come on.
All right, let's go ahead and get it.
Is it supposed to be at 3?
What? No, I don't have to. It's just because we uncovered the scroll. Usually it sets up there, but we uncovered the scroll for the Sabbath service. So you want to move it? You need some more room? If you need some more room, I'll look.
I usually say because General Q wanted the shofar on the screen while we were doing the feast of blowing the trumpets. So that applied to yesterday.
Oh, well, I'm just because it's uncovered. I don't want nothing to happen to the paper. You know what I mean? Because it usually sits on there like during class. It sits on there, but we uncovered the scrolls. So I don't know. The scrolls are covered.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 22. Wa Yahab, Banwa, Lawata, Lawatan, Hara, Wahaymun, Wa'ahwat, Lawatan, Saman, verse 23.
And 36, right? 36 and 23? Correct.
Okay.
Wa'ahala, Banwa,
But yeah.
Banya, Shah,
Shawabal.
Shawabal, Ayalawan, Wa Ma Nakat, Wa Ay
Yeah.
Wa Ya Abba, Shapawa, Wa A Manam. Verse 24. Wa Allah, Banwa,
Yeah.
Banya,
That's why.
Tasbai one, Wa Aya, Wa Yana, Haya,
Hawa.
Hawa, I Naha, Al-Shara, Sa, Atar, I Yamun, Ba, Ma, Ta Ayabar, Ba, Ra, Wa, Power,
the ha Hamar Yam
Samarium.
Hamarium. That's
Same words before.
that's
Samarium.
that's a by one. But
Upsial.
Apiyaw
Verse 25.
wa Allah Wanya I Naha Yashan wa a ha la pa
Yeah.
wa a la pa I'm
It's what aha la yama.
wa ha ma
La yama.
Mayayim I'm
Verse 26.
wa Allah Manwa
But yeah.
Manya Ayashan Hamadan wa Ashaban wa I Taran Akaran wa Karan
Verse 27.
Allah Manya Sasa Bahan What's
Plus iron.
Iron I upon
Verse 28.
Allah Manya Dashan Aishan I was
And what is it?
what's what run
Let's see. Very cool. No, in the English.
Right?
Yeah. Hold on. All right. So what this is, right? This is the Dukes of Esau, right? Give me that definition, Ayalawan, of Dukes.
Oh. Biblical definition. Let's see. Duke comes from the word Allah or Alawat, which means chief. Origin is from the word Allah, which means to learn or to teach.
Right? So it'd be like the teachers or the rulers, the chieftains of Edom.
Right.
Right? Where do the chieftains come from Edom? Nobody put your hand down, Ayalawan. Nobody except Ayalawan knows. Nah, like where does the chieftains, the dukes come from?
Edom?
Yeah, from Edom. Where did they come from?
That's this.
Capriar.
Esau.
From who?
Esau.
But what? Who are they?
Like they're the sons.
Is what?
The sons, the lineage.
They're his lineage. You know what I'm talking about? That's how a nation is brought up, and that's who rules a nation are men, right? So when Jacob name was changed to Israel, right? And Israel had 12 sons, right? Who became the dukes of Israel. We don't use the dukes. You know what I mean? We don't use that word. But who became like the chieftains or the rulers of Israel?
12 tribes. The lineage. Or Jacob, not Jacob.
I just gave you the answer though.
Yeah. Lineage.
Nah. His who?
His son.
How many of them were there?
12.
There were 12 sons. There were 12 sons, and then one of his sons split up his kingdom between his children, Joseph, which we're gonna get into him in a few, right? And he split up his son between Manasseh and Ephraim. You understand that?
It's like you said he do it.
He split up his kingdom between Ephraim and Manasseh. That's where Ephraim and Manasseh come from. They come from Joseph. So those are Jacob's grandchildren, Israel's grandchildren. But they're still in the lineage, right? So they still get the inheritance. They still get the inheritance of their grandfather, right? Now read the dukes of Israel. Now we're going to read the actual sons, the lineage. And people always say that, oh man, they took stuff out the Bible and this, that, and that, and the third. What did they take out the Bible? You just not understanding what you're reading. You know what I mean? Because we've been reading Genesis for a year, 2 years, year and a half, right? And it gave you the lineage of all the nations. It gave you the lineage of the Hamites. Now it's giving you the lineage of Esau. You know what I mean? This gave you the lineage of where the Arabs come from. It gave you the lineage of where you know what I mean? Of where the Elamites and the Midianites and Chinese and Japanese. It's giving you all the nations on earth and their lineages, right?
Right.
So what are they talking about? They took something out of the Bible. They just don't know what they're reading, and that's why they tell you to read from the New Testament, because the Old Testament is done away with. That's what they say, right? Because when they go in here into the what's the name, they understand something that Christianity don't understand, right? And what that is, that lineage matters, nationality matters, your race matters. Where you come from on the earth and who you belong to on the earth matters. Just like when you read in the Old Testament about other gods, that matters. What's up, y'all?
I was going to say too, what you're saying is heavy because that is echoed even all the way up into the Roman Empire, where they had the royalty in their kingdom, right?
Yeah.
And how they would mingle their families together so that they can basically keep like their higher status in society and things like that.
Yeah.
Because it goes down to who was the dukes, which family was the most closest to the
royalty.
The royalty, right.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand. You know who don't understand? The rest of the world that's outside of it of ISUPK. They don't understand. Because even with the fake Israelites leaving command during the honor, they don't understand lineage. They don't understand the lineage and the pedigree of it, right? Because why would they need the pedigree of the ISUPK and start their own thing when the pedigree was laid down right here? The lineage was laid down right here. I'm just saying. Keep going. Slack. I had to stuff on my chest.
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 22. And the children of Lot were Hori and Ammon. The Lot's sisters was Timnah. Verse 23. And the children of Shabal were these, Alvin and Manahath, and Ebal, Shephu, and Onam. Verse 24. And these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anab. This was that Anab that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon, his father. Verse 25. And the children of Anak were these: Dishan and Libaman. The daughter of Anak was 26. And these are the children of Dishan: Hemdan and Eshban and Ithran and Sharon. It's 27. Children of Ezer are these: Bilhan and Zaban and Akan. It's 28. The children of Tishan are these: Uz and Aran. It's 29.
That's it.
I got a question, right? So there's a comment on what the hell is this, right?
You talking about right now?
Yeah, on YouTube, right? Yeah, I see it all. I see it all. Well, this is the lineage of Israel coming back. Right? That's what this is. You know what I'm talking about? We're back doing the Sabbath service like the Lord said do. We held the feast day last night like the Lord said do. Right? We're about to go out to camp like the Lord said do. You know what I mean? Instead of asking what the hell is this, why aren't you in here? Why aren't you in here? You got Israel on the end of your name, but you ain't in here with Israel. You ain't at Sabbath service with Israel. You ain't at camp with Israel.
Right.
So I guess you don't care about your forefathers. Because that is one of your forefathers, right? Abraham, Isaac, Israel, and one of those 12 sons. So you don't care about your forefathers. You don't care about your lineage. But you know who cared about their lineage? Esau. Esau cares about his lineage, right? But we go back to George W. Bush, right? George H.W. Bush, right? He named his son after himself. George H.W. Bush was president. What did George W. Bush want to become? Goddamn, I'm a priest. What does my son want to be?
Priest.
I'm saying a priest of the Most High. Right?
Damn right.
So what are we here doing? Are we not setting examples for our children? Are we not setting examples for the whole nation of Israel? All Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Are we not setting examples of righteous men in the community? You know what we did last week when we went to historic Market Square in San Antonio?
Yeah.
You see how many people was like, what are y'all? Oh, what did I keep saying? Oh, we're Blacks, Hispanic, and Native, we're the Israelites, right? But we're doing things in our community, fixing our community, neighborhood by neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're fixing our communities. TD Jakes and all the Christian pastors, where was they at? What's up?
Helping destroy the community.
Right, stealing money, trying to have sex with some brother's wife, while we in the community doing work, trying to bring the nation of Israel back. So we get out this hellhole. If you ain't doing it for your kids, what are you doing it for? You do what I'm saying?
Right.
If you ain't doing it for the next generation, like you know what I mean? Like, so the Christian church is trying to keep us in captivity, and we're trying to bring us out of captivity. It's about time they need to step aside, you know what I mean? Get in class and learn something. But they don't want to do it because they love their oppressors. You dig what I'm saying? And we're not gonna step aside. Why? Because we love our forefathers. We love our lineage.
Yeah.
Because before we had a lineage, we didn't know anything about this. We thought we was inwards and savages and what can I say? And bywords. There we go. We were bywords. That's what we thought we were. We didn't know nothing about having a lineage of forefathers or anything. Right? That's the excellent thing about the Bible. The Bible is going to give you everybody's lineage, and every nation on heaven goes back to the Bible to find their validity on earth. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so you can miss me with that. Instead of talking about something, well, why don't you get in these doors and do some work? serve the Lord that you say that you say is yours? You want to do some more? You want to read some more? Go ahead, read some more Hebrew, man. So, Capital, we'll bring you up after this, all right?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 29.
Allah. Allah. Allah.
Alawapya.
That's what that is. Alawapya. Chachara.
Sorry.
Aharia. Alawapa. Lawatan.
What's up, Capital?
So that's what that means whenever we say Alawopium.
Banya?
It's like chief on deck.
Yeah, general, chief, you know what I mean? Yeah, basically.
Sorry.
Yes.
If I could. At this point in time, Esau used Hebrew also. So that's important to know because that's their way of life derived from ours, of course, right? So, of course, they changed the terms, things like dukes and lieutenants and, you know what I'm saying, master sergeants and things like that in their military today. But when you look at the indigenous people, even in the Americas, they call themselves chiefs. They call themselves high chiefs, you know what I'm saying, of rank and order and structure. I brought that out in a book of the Northern Tribes book that we like to go into because it talked about the rank and order even among the Native Americans, who nowadays ended up becoming the natives and the so-called Latinos, right? You know, the Hispanics.
Right.
So that pedigree and that rank and order structure goes all the way back to the book of Genesis, where even after Esau and Jacob went their separate ways, you could see that Hebrew had been influencing their culture even after the split between those two brothers. So just wanted to mention that.
It's always, we always had rank and order structure. You know what I mean? We always had that. We just don't, well, we have it now in ISPK. We have that. You know what I mean? Thanks to those brothers that kept the truth after Abba Bivens died.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially those brothers, right? Because of those brothers, we have that rank and structure. You do what I'm saying? That way, this nation can never be stopped. Because with rank and order, if one man goes down, what happens? Next man up. You know what I mean? To take that position, to take that responsibility, to take that role. You dig what I'm saying? And with the spirit of the Lord, your leadership is just on point. What's up?
You know what's heavy about that? Because you brought up the fake Israelite groups and how they use excuses to be selfish, which is really what Christianity has done, is it influenced their mindset and outlook on what the truth is supposed to be. So they end up going about to set up their own rank and order structure so that they can divert ties to themselves rather than the head, right? Rather than the actual leadership group. But
right.
But if they actually had any sense of duty and honor, they would have went with that next man up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what's sad is that our enemies, because they used the same, like they saw what was good with the culture of the Hebrew, and they took that and they kept that. But our people, we struggle to hold on to that, even though that's actually our culture, not theirs.
Right.
But you see in movies like Saving Private Ryan, any military movie where, you know, somebody that dies, the next man up is the one that's in charge. Hell, even in the fictional movie Starship Troopers, when the dude died, and then it was, what's his name, Rico, they took over. It was like everybody fall in line under Rico because he was the one that was second in command, right?
Right.
But we can't understand that that's actually our culture. That we can't actually just fall in line under the men that remain, the ones that don't fall in battle, or the ones that don't fall on their sword. You got fake Israelites out there that go as far as to say F High Priest Ariyah.
Right. Which is,
you know what I'm saying? Which is ridiculous because it's like this man done put in so much work and sacrifice to even lay the foundation of what, I mean, we're reading in Hebrew right now because of him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We got to honor our forefathers and the men that came before us, and the men that were the chiefs and the captains and the officers before us.
It's just like it's like, why can't we just love the men before us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of hate the men before us. Why can't we just show a little love and gratitude and appreciation for them sacrificing themselves and sacrificing their lives for what they did for the Lord? You know what I mean? Like, damn, it's just so much hate in Israel, bro. They just be like, why don't you appreciate? Stop hating and appreciate. How to say it used to go? Don't hate, appreciate. You know what I mean? What's up, Capiar?
Like they picking on the little things that like he had messed up, but like so did King David. King David messed up too.
Yeah, ain't nobody said nothing about King David.
Like he messed up. So did other kings.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody said F Solomon. Solomon messed up. Ain't nobody talking about F them. But see, that's what happens. We get that from our oppressors.
Right.
We get that from our oppressors. Our oppressors hate each other, so we have to hate each other because we have that. What's it called? Stockholm syndrome? No, not Stockholm syndrome. It's Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, because we want to do whatever our oppressors do. Instead of actually, that's why we have that shirt with the Kentucky 8. You read the Bible, we live the Bible. Because instead of hating our forefathers, we're going to show our forefathers some appreciation. That's it.
That was the end of the English. We're going into the English.
I know. I just apologize to the brother.
So yeah.
You can start with
This-
your thought. Okay, what do you think?
Verse 29. Start from the top.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 29. Awala. Alawapia. Alawapia. Araya. Aharia. Alawapia. Lawatan. Alawapia. Shawaba. Alawapia.
There's no just Alawapia.
It's a Zabawan.
That's Bible.
Tazabaya one. Alawap. Ayana. Verse 30. Alawap. Ayashan. Alawap. Cesar. Alawap. This is
Yeah, it's in it. Yeah, it's in there.
Ayashan. Alawap. Wap. Harai. Allah. Wap.
It says La Yaham.
La. Allah.
The word Alawap comes from the word Allah. It's also is a similar name to chief. So it's La Yaham.
Allah. Harash. So.
When you're done with that,
Shahra.
Shah.
Verse 31. Wa Allah. Amalakim Ashara Malakwat, Lakwat, Arats, Adawam, Lapanya, Malaka,
Malak,
Lak, Lak, Banya, Banya, Tashra, verse 32. Wa Ayamlak,
Waya Malak,
Ayamlak, the one, Bala, I, Ban, by a walk, Basham,
Raw,
Ayarawa, Dana, Dan Haba, verse 33. Wa Ayamat,
like Math,
Ayamat, Alaya,
Alai,
Alai, I Yamlak,
Wayama,
Yamlak, Sawa,
Zakath, Yo,
Kathua, I Yawa,
Yawaba,
Yawaba, Ban, Zaraha,
Zarat,
Zara, Ma, Zara, verse 34. Wa I Yamat,
Wayamath,
Wayamat,
Yawaba,
Wayabab, Yamla, Hatu, Hasham, Arash,
Ratis,
Ratisa, Manai,
Atha, Yamanya,
Hata,
Ya,
Ya,
Manya,
Manya, Ayamanya. Verse 35. Why Yamat, Hasham, Yamlat,
Yamalak,
Yamalak, Tahapua,
Atah, Yo,
Tahapua, Da,
Adad,
Da, Ban, Badad,
Kamaka,
Maka, Da, Ma, Aiden,
Barayan,
Yan, Shadda,
Mawaba,
Moaba, Washam, Ayawa,
Ayra,
Ayarawa,
I with the.
Yeah.
I with yes. Verse 36.
No, you good. No, the English.
You know what? The Lord the Lord felt important to put this in here. Why?
Every story got to have an antagonist. So a lot of times the antagonist got to have a backstory that explains their origin. You know what I'm saying? Like their pedigree.
It's the what would you call it? The build up, the characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have the characters and you gotta have the history of the character, right?
Yeah.
If you just come into what's the name and be like and just start to show off, you be like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like then you have to have a history of where they come from so you can know what kind of people these are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is an example that people will really understand. So they didn't just start with the Avengers movies, right?
Right.
They started with Captain America, and Iron Man, Thor. You know what I mean? Like, so by the time it got to the point where everybody got involved with dealing with each other and doing what they had to do, you knew all the backstories for each and every individual, character that built up to that, right?
Right.
The Most High, obviously, the Infinity God, so to speak. But you know what I'm saying? The Most High is setting the stage, basically. Setting the stage and showing you got these 18 nations, right?
Yeah.
Within these 18 nations, like they mentioned Moab a couple times in there. They mentioned the Hivites or people that Esau went and dealt with when he started to expand his family, and you know what I'm saying, who the fathers were, who the daughters were, who sons and all that stuff, right?
Right.
Now we're reading it literally word for word. And so it's not just a bunch of names that we're reading. These are names of some of these you need to keep tabs on because their names may be mentioned later on.
Right. But you want to know something else about what the Lord is doing? The Lord is showing that every nation comes from somewhere, right? And He's given us in this chapter, in this right here, what He's about to read in English, He's given us the lineage of the kings of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? And it is going to tell you before Israel had kings. So it's letting you know that all these nations come before us, right? But then the Lord took the youngest nation, right, and made it great.
That's right.
Made it the youngest nation and made it the greatest nation. You did, you do what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Showing the Lord's power. Go ahead. Look, man, I can go on forever. Bro.
He's switching to English now.
I know, you know what I mean? I can go on forever, bro. Like, what y'all want, a 3-hour class? Let's go ahead and have a 22-hour class. So, 29. We started at 29.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 29. These are the dukes that came of the Horites. Duke Latan, Duke Shubal, Duke Simeon, Duke Anak, Duke Tishan, Duke Ezer, Duke Tishan. These are the dukes that came of Horah. Among their dukes in the land of Seir.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You see how it got dukes, right? And then it got their children and their lineage that come after. Like, why is that in there if lineage does not matter? Why is that in there if your fathers, your forefathers, and your grandfather? Why is that in there if that don't matter? So you telling me the Lord is gonna give you whole 2-3 chapters about, you know what I mean, about lineage, right? The whole Genesis is basically about lineage and where these people come from, right? So the Lord's gonna give you a whole Genesis about where everybody come from, and then get in the New Testament with Christ and be like, that don't matter.
Right.
When hold that, right? Give me Matthew, right? Matthew, the first chapter. If you give me the first chapter of the New Testament,
Yeah.
the first, you know what I mean, the first words of the New Testament. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's literally 9. Can I use that word?
Yeah, no, I get where you're going with that.
It's really asinine to be like, just, that don't matter. And then this the first thing that in the New Testament.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
Why the hell is that all that in there, right? Why is that in there if it don't matter? Why is that in the New Testament if it don't matter? It just don't matter to Christians because they're taught by their oppressors. They're taught by their oppressors, and the oppressors don't want them to know that they're the children of Israel, that they are the rulers of the planet. Because they start thinking like they're the rulers of the planet, they don't need the oppressor no more, except for to build things. You know what I mean? We don't need the oppressors except to rule over them, to rule over them. Right. You dig what I'm saying? And no. You African Americans and Hispanics and native Indians over here, no, you can't raise up over us. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. But the Lord is giving let's go back to what's name. To right? But the Lord is giving you the dukes of Esau, right? He's giving you the lineage of them because he wants you to know that all these lineages right here about to be going to be destroyed. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give them all that there, and then I'm gonna tell you that they're in Mount Seir, and they're gonna be desolate, like Ezekiel 35 and 3 say. You know what I mean? Prophesying to Mount Seir that I am against you. Oh, you know what I mean? I am against you, Mount Seir. And where did we leave off? We left off on 30 at the end of it. No. Read that last precept after Horai.
Among the dukes in the land of Seir.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Lord in Ezekiel 35 and 3, the Lord said, I'm against you, O Mount Seir. So basically everybody he just named that he's against them.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. You know, it's the greatest story ever told. This needs to be a movie. It could be like part 49. You know what I'm talking about? I'd still be watching it. You know what I'm talking about? What's up?
I'm saying no wonder why they want us to not read the Old Testament, because it points out who they are. You know what I'm saying? This goes right along with why they took out the Apocrypha. Right. Because it starts to get more and more narrowed down to who they are now. Right.
Right.
So if they could get everybody to not pay attention to what all that mumbo jumbo is, it's that the Old Testament, that's all a bunch of names. You don't have to worry about that. Because Christ came for everybody.
Right.
That's what they say. So because they blanket that makes Christians lazy, because now they won't research, now they won't see for themselves what this is really talking about. And that's all part of the brainwashing that everybody has in the Christian church.
Right. And when good night when they come up against the Isupk, good night. Not ready to get a mud hole stumped in it. You know what I'm talking about? When you come up against Captain Cesario, yo, good night. Good night. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk, you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? These are just captains. You know, when you come up against Captain Altazar, good night. So you definitely don't want to see the generals. You know what? They get they behind whooped by 500. You know what I'm talking about? So they definitely don't want to see no thousands and no 5,000s, no captains of 10,000s, no captain of 13,000. They damn sure don't want to see a general. You understand? That's the problem. Keep going.
Verse 31. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom, before there reigned any king over the children of Israel.
Right.
32. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom. And the name of his city was Dinhabah. 33. And Bela died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah of Bozrah, reigned in his stead. 34. And Jobab died, and Shem of the land of Timnah reigned in his stead. 35.
Stop. Y'all see a pattern going on here? They're even giving you the lineages of the kings of Esau and where they come from. Just like we have our lineage of our kings, you know, King Saul, then King David, then King Solomon, then Jeroboam, right? Or Rehoboam, and then Jeroboam was because the kingdom split. You know what I mean? So you know how we have our lineage of our kings? So does everybody else. You think what I'm saying? And the Lord is giving you their lineage of their king. And then they tell you before we had our king, they had theirs. You think what I'm saying? It's crazy. Keep going. Huh?
Verse 35. And Hashem died. And Hadad, the son of Bedad, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Vid. 36.
That's the end of the book stuff.
That's the end of it.
Damn,
already?
Switch it.
Yeah. There we are. But they over here giving all these. You know what I mean? They should just sum it up. And all these are gonna be destroyed. Yeah, the Lord should just sum it up and they're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the Lord is very specific. Just like how he tells us to follow his law, statutes, and commandments, he's very specific. Very, very specific. He wants everything down to a T. That way can't nobody say, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, no, you knew. You know what I mean? If I knew, you knew. Said your registry?
Officer Gabriel Banya, Howard Banya Shahala.
Officer
Yahweh Bashim Yashabakatan. I don't know, you tired too?
Yeah, you the case man. Just not a small.
That little smirk.
Lyle Shala.
Are we gonna shop you? Oh wait, did you blow the horn?
I'm slow. We got incense sticks too, sir.
No, not yet.
I'll give you more of those.
Oh, yeah. We need those. Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Do you usually get the 8 ounce or the pound of the
No, we got the quarter pound actually last time. That's what that big bag is. This right here.
Wait, what was this?
Quarter pound. I think it's like $25. I will have to put you in. So we don't have to dip in the camp money and stuff like that.
What was this? Genesis 36 and
36.
Genesis 36 and 36?
Yep.
All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 36. Wayama. Hadad. Wayamalak. Sakha Salak. Sakha Sayalak. Sayawak.
you have the Kathio.
The Kathio. Chamala. Mama shall work hard. Verse 37. Wayamath. Shamala. Wayamalak. Sakathayat. The yak. The Kathio. Shawa. Mara Kawa. Mara Kabawa. Hana Hawakawa. Wait, what?
Maracha Mawa.
Mawakawa. Manahar. Verse 38. Wayamath. Sha'awa. Wayamalak. Zahasawa. Ba. Kanan. Ban. Akabawa. Verse 39. Wayamath. Ba'a. Kanan. Ban. Akabawa. Wayamalak. The Kabawa. Sorry, the Kathiwa. Adar. Washah. Ayawao. Pa'aw. Washam. Ashataw. Mahaya. Taba'aw. Bath. Matara. Bath. Maya. Zahab. Verse 40. Wa'ala. Shamawath. Alawap. Alawapnya. Alawapnya.
I said, what? You know, Tom Boyle. Hold on. Talk about what my heart jumped. He said, I was up yeah. I was like, I looked up like, oh snap. Like, I was gonna get up. And you know, to a real talk, like, oh snap. You know,
I shower. Lama Shah Kasa. Lama Ka Masa. Bashmathin. Alawak. Tamana. Alawak. 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 Yathas. Verse 41. Alawak. Ahala Yamala. Alawak. Alaha. Alawak. Panyan. Verse 42. Alawak. Panas. Alawak. Tayama. Alawak. Mabazatar. Batazar.
we're good on English. Let's finish off the chapter.
Okay.
Verse 43. Alawak.
Manas.
Verse 43.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Magadaya. Alawak. Ayara. Alaha. Alawapia. Alawam. It's like I don't want. Alam. It's like Lamasha.
Batham. Ba'aratza. Akazatan. Kawam. Hawa. Ashura. Abaya. Arawam. Verse. Oh, that's good. That was interesting.
Yeah, I know. Man, I need to be here for Genesis 38, bro.
Just 38.
Yeah.
Chapter 36.
Verse 36. And Hadad died. The Samalah of
Africa.
Masrekah reigned in his head. It's like in his stead. Verse 37. The Samalah died, and Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. Verse 38. And Saul died, and Balaha, the son of Akabor, reigned in his stead. Verse 39. And Baal-Hanah, the son of Akabor, died. Hadar reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Pau, and his wife's name was Maatabah, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. Verse 40. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau, according to their families, after their places, by their names. Duke.
Right. So the dukes that we were just going through were the children of Esau and their families, right? Now it's gonna be it gave one lineage that was specific, right? And now it's gonna give one lineage that's not too specific. You feel me? Keep going.
Duke Timanah,
Right,
Alva, Duke Jetha.
right,
Verse 41. Duke Ahalabemah, Duke Allah, Duke Kanah. Verse 42. Duke Kanaz, Duke Tamar.
Teman.
It's like a Teman.
Because Teman became the Germans, ones from German descent, the scientists, the smart ones. Go ahead.
Duke Mibzar. Verse 43. Duke Megadel, Duke Iram. These be the dukes of Edom, according to their habitations in the land of their possession. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites.
Right. He is Esau, the father of the Edomite. So they just gave you the simple lineage, right, with all of his dukes. But then before that, they gave you all of those dukes and their children and who reigned after Esau. You feel me? In Seir, in Mount Seir. You understand that? Okay. That is crazy how specific that is. Right? Go. Let's. You want to try to get one 7 more in there? Are y'all on?
That's fine.
Let's go and get 7 more in
We're
there.
gonna set the tone for the next chapter.
It is the next chapter.
Cause we are reading, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Book of Genesis, chapter 37, and verse 1. Where Yeshua, Yaakov, Ba'aratza, Magawarai, Abiyahu, Ba'aratza, Canaan. Verse 2. Allah. Faladawa. Yaakov. Yawasa. Ban. Shabbat. Asheriyah. Shana. Raya. Ah. Akiao. Aki. Wataza. Wahawan. Wahawa. Waha. Ba'ar. Ah. Banya. Mala. Wa'af. Banya. Zalapa. Nasaya. Abiyaw. Wayaba. Yawai. Ah. Dabatham. Raya. Ra. Ah. Abiyaw. Abiyaham. Verse 3. Wayashra. Aha. Ah. Yawa. Yawais. Yawasa. Nakal. Banyawa. Kaya. Ban. Squanya. Hawa. Lao. Waasha. La. Kafana. Pasayam. Verse 4. Waya. Rao. Akiao. Kaya. Athao. Aha. Abiyao. It's like Abiyaha. Abiyaham. Maka. Akiao. Waya. Shanao. Athao. Wala. Ikao. Dabara. The bar. It's like the bar. Shalom. Verse 5. Wayakalam. Wayasak. Fuala wants like color want. Wayagag. La Kayal. Wayasapao. Wayasap. Iwad. Sana. Athao. Verse 6. Wayamar. Alayaham. Shumayo. Na'a. Akalawam. Azaa. Ashar. Kalamathia. Verse 7. Wahana. Anakanawa. Ma'ala Mayam. Alamayim. Bathal Waka. Pashadan. Wahana, Fama, Alamataya, Alamathi, Wagam, Nataza, Batha, it's like a Baha, Wahana, the Sabbath, Yana, Alamath, Yakam,
Yakam. There you go. Alamat Yakam.
Alamath, Yakam. What the Shah, Thakawayao. Thakawayao. La'a, Lamathai. That's in the verse. Genesis chapter 37, verse 1. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. Verse 2. These are the generations of Jacob, Joseph. I was like, Jacob. I see that. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brother.
Brothers.
Brother.
Yeah, brother.
And the lad was with the sons of Bela and with the sons of Zilpah.
You see how specific the Lord is? The Lord is telling you that he was in the field with his brethren. Then he's going to tell you which brethren. You know what I mean? The sons of Zilpah, the sons of Bela. Right? So he was in the field with Naphtali, Dan, Asher, and Gad. You know what I'm saying? Look, you see how specific I just got? You know what I mean? Because we know the lineage, right? Go ahead.
And with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil reports.
Right. Joseph brought onto his father the evil reports of his brother, of what his brothers were doing, right? What's up?
So was he like you know how like children be like, man, he was doing this, and this, like they telling each other,
Yeah.
he was doing that,
Yeah.
and
Go ahead.
Verse 3. Now Ezra loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age.
it's like I have a question for that.
Yeah.
What that means, he was the son of his old age.
That's the son that he had when he was old. Yeah. Is this it has what's the name been born yet? Benjamin?
Yes.
Benjamin been born?
So,
He's just young. Benjamin's just younger than everybody. Joseph, hold on one second. Is it important? Hold on one second. Let me. So Joseph is more of age than closer to the rest of his brothers, right? He's just the youngest of that, right? And then Benjamin is younger than everybody else. He has a little space in between. You know what I mean? So when Joseph and all of his other brothers doing everything that they doing, Benjamin can't go do those things because he's younger. Make sense?
He's right there. So
Yeah, you know what I mean. So Joseph can actually go do those things, but there's Joseph's number 11, Benjamin's number 12. They're both Rachel's children.
Yeah.
The one wife that Jacob wanted. You know what I mean? That he wanted to bear half children with. Those are his children. The last two. What's up, Tazi Hart?
I just want to make sure I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say the evil. It doesn't go into detail about the evil that they was doing.
It may be in the future. I'm not gonna give it to you.
find out next time.
Find out next time on ISUPK Sabbath Service San Antonio. Go ahead. Or you can read the Bible. You can read you can study.
And he made him a coat of many colors.
Right.
Verse 4. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him.
They what?
They hated him.
They did what?
They hated him.
Boy, that's Israelite ish. That is some Israelite ish right there. When he seen that it was love that Jacob loved Joseph, everybody hated him. It's crazy. Go ahead.
They could not speak peaceably unto him.
They couldn't even make peace with the brother. Like you know what, you my brother, so you know tomorrow I dig it. You know what I mean? Let me show you how to do this, show you how to do that. Just, you know what I mean?
Right.
They couldn't show the love that Jacob had for Joseph. They couldn't show that same love for their little brother. It's their little brother. Only one else younger than him was Benjamin. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Usually you're supposed to take your little brother and be like, hey, bro, show him how to do this, show him how to do that. You know what I mean? It's usually coming in the form of like getting girls, dressing up. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you got to tie your shoes, man, because you can't walk around with shoes untied, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, man, you need to take a bath, bro. You stink, man. You know, like you did what I'm saying? Hey, man, you need to clean your room up, keep stuff straight. That way you know what you got, what you don't got. You know what I mean? It's usually stuff like that older brothers teach younger brothers. You know what I mean? Back then it was probably like, hey, bro, come here, let me show you how to wrap up this grain. You know what I mean? Come here, let me show you how to herd the sheep. You dig what I'm saying? They was hating on Joseph. They was messing with you, bro. My daddy love you. You supposed to love your brother too. What's up, Caviar?
Was they like, nah, get away from me, you gonna snitch. Get somewhere to go.
Basically, because you're gonna see later on in the story that Jacob makes them, they go on a trip or something like that, and Jacob makes them take Joseph.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob makes them take him. He did. They were like, I want to take him. They were like, take your little brother. Like, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream. And he told it his brethren. And they hated him yet the more. Verse 6. And he said unto them, hereby I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. Verse 7. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field.
Y'all know what a sheaf is?
In my head, I probably a big old plant thing.
A sheaf is like a bundle of grain.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? So he was out there binding sheaves, taking a big thing of grain, right? And they was, you know what I mean? What would you call it? Rounding them up and tying them together. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
binding sheaves in the field. And lo, my sheep arose and stood upright.
Right, and his sheep. You know what I'm talking about? Just stood upright. Like, damn, I'm like, what's going on with that? You feel me? Go ahead.
And behold, your sheep stood round about.
Go ahead, sheep. Go ahead.
Stood round about.
A sheep, a sheep, a sheep, sheep, a sheep. You know what I mean? They standing around about the sheep that's frozen. Go ahead.
And made obeisance to my sheep.
What does that mean? Put your hand down. I know what I'm saying. I got the definition. Wait, obeisance. Come on now. Come on. Wait. We don't even need the definition, right? Because we can use root words. Y'all remember context clue? Obeisance, right? What?
Obedience.
It was like obedience. Basically, definition. Give me the definition too.
Obeisance means to bow down, to depress, says to bow down before superior.
Right? So one sheep stood up, right? And then the other sheeps stood and they showed obedience to another sheep, to that one sheep, right? Who do y'all think that sheep was that they're talking about? Because this is a parable about what grain.
Yeah.
Grain can't stand up and show obedience. So it has to be talking about. Go back up to verse. Verse 2.
Come on, verse 2. These are the generations of Jacob.
Stop. So it has to be talking about what?
The generations of Jacob.
Anybody. No, not you. It has to be talking about what? Tazio?
Sheep.
Yeah. No. Read verse 2 again.
These are the generations of Jacob.
Sheaves don't stand up and give obedience. So it must be talking about.
That's true.
No, yeah, but Israel wasn't in play yet as a nation. So give me
Sons
of who?
Jacob.
There it is. That's what it's talking about. Talking about the sons of Jacob. And who was the most loved out of Jacob? Joseph. So that sheep that's standing up must be talking about who? Joseph. And the sheaves that are bowing down must be talking about who?
Brothers.
Must be talking about his brothers. But they hated him already because they were showing the most, you know what I mean? But now is this talking about rulership that Joseph's going to rule all his brothers? Now we have to know the history of Israel and how we got into Egypt.
Yeah, this is this.
You dig what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about. All right. Let's go back to where we was at. Oh.
Sorry. We got through some.
Huh?
We got through some.
I know. I love this story so much, bro. You know what? If you can tell, you feel me? But that's what it's talking about. You know what I mean? With that, I'm out. What? Highlighters. See that works. It works. Oh man. Yeah. This is that was an excellent parable about the sheep, right? Because when everybody else read it, they're gonna be like, see, it was talking. The grain can stand up. I told you, grain can walk, bro. Don't think I'm playing. That's how people gonna think about it. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna think that because we're not simpletons. You know what I mean? We know that when we read something like that, it shows obedience. Like, we knew exactly what that was talking about. You dig what I'm saying? Kept me up.
Lion shout.
Lion shout. Yeah. Blow the chauffeur one more time. No, we're not coming back up.
All right, with that, Amadim, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. Upon Hapadam, which means to face the east. We're going to finish with the Lord's Prayer in ancient Hebrew. Abadawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malakukah, Tala'ah, Ratzaka, Hayah, Ashah, Baratza, Hawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Dalanah, Lakom, Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakna.
Wasalakna.
Kabawafna.
Kawakna.
Kasalakna.
Kasalakna.
Kabawafna.
Kawadina.
Wala'a.
Wala.
Kabiya'ana.
Kawiyana.
Wanasayawan.
Wanasai one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayana.
Ashayna.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Right. Haya.
Ayan.
Waka.
Waka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Ha'ala.
Wala.
Watapara.
Wata Pawa.
I will love you.
I love you.
Come on.
I will do word prayer in the English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debt.
And forgive us our debts.
We forgive our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not.
And lead us not
into
into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. So be it.
All right. With that, start. Turn the face in front. Now, at this time, what we're going to do is we're going to salute the scroll. So, go ahead and come here.
My bad, y'all. That's probably why we lose all the paperwork, huh? It's all my fault. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead and turn. I'm just kidding. That's good.
Y'all about to y'all Sabbath, yeah.
Yahweh Shabrak, yeah. Yahweh Shabrak, yeah.
Check the camera. Good.
How you tighten this right here?
Oh, no. You talking about the turn?
Yeah.
I scooted too far.
Yeah, I know. Forward.
Now, at this time, we would like to ask if anybody wants to be anointed. You may do so. Anybody? All right. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to give the brothers one courtesy salute. Sisters can have a seat. All right.
That's why we had to scoot it back.
Individual. Amad Shabbat. Amad. Barak. Yakin Matah. Sar. We're going to turn the face of sisters for one courtesy salute. Individual. Amad Shabbat. Amad. Barak. Yakin Matah. Dismiss.
Hey, where's the anointing for?